How do you reflect on the season you guys had here, and for you specifically, obviously, as recently as last round, I felt like you went through a lot physically and even mentally coming off the championship, trying to get back to that level. How can you explain the challenge of this year for, I guess, yourself and the team?
Had a pretty good regular season. Obviously took care of business there, 61 season. Everybody fairly healthy. Yeah, I think I went through a couple injuries here and there, but did my best to prepare for the off season, and just felt like we fell short. So
How did you feel physically by the end of the postseason?
I felt good. I felt good going into the postseason. Again, I think 6 weeks before I had that thing on my finger, but other than that, I felt pretty good and was ready to battle it out.
Joe talked a lot, to us about how winning a championship, you have to have so many winning plays and winning moments. Did you feel like the big difference between this year's team and last year's was just that you guys weren't able to execute in those moments in games 1 and 2 and things like that, or was there other changes in just your guys' season or your team that maybe you saw a little bit earlier too?
I think going against a team like the Knicks, who play hard and will always give themselves a chance, I think they. Again, hats off to them. They played very, very well. I can't necessarily say there was anything that we did or didn't do. I think most of the games that we actually played, we were up quite a bit. But and again, we are a team who, down the stretch, executes pretty well. We've seen it last year. We've seen it during the season this year. That's why we've won so many games. But sometimes you kind of figure things happen, and it didn't really go our way.
Do you anticipate any surgery or anything with your finger? Like, is there anything else you have to do now that the season's over?
No, the bone healed, so I'm fine. Yeah.
And kind of moving forward, realistically, there's probably going to be some roster changes. Are you hopeful, to be back next year? Are you hopeful that as much of this group as possible can be back to kind of give this another shot, or is kind of understanding the realities of where things are at?
Yeah, I think we still have a really, really great opportunity and a great window to be successful and win a championship again. I think the talent that we have on this team, not only on the court but the coaching staff, all the way up to Brad, has been amazing. So, yeah, the opportunity to win is now, and I still want to be a part of that.
Jrue, the way everything unfolded last night, combined with sort of like what was just mentioned, that you don't know what can happen in the offseason with a group, and also, a 61-win regular season and the title last year. How do you process the way everything unfolded, the way things ended last night, with the context of an uncertain future, but also like a successful last season with the same group? Like, what's the process, I guess, of processing?
Welcome to the life of a professional athlete. I think sometimes you just got to do it, and other people do it in different ways. Again, I think the things that I can control, I do my best to control. But other than that, I try my best not to worry about it. So for me, off season, having a little bit of a break, getting back right, and preparing for next season is all that I can really do. Who comes back, roster change, things like that, it's not really in my control. So I just focus on what I can.
Jrue, I was mentioning how you thought, you guys were the better team, if you will, in the series. Obviously, to the Knicks that you lost there, you guys outplayed them on the whole totality. How do you kind of view? Do you feel like this was like a lost opportunity, just based on that? For
sure, I think it was a lost opportunity because we lost. Again, I think that we had the best team in the league. Obviously, doing it last year, but the chemistry that we had, that we built from last season, even coming into this season or coming into this postseason, and how we were feeling. I feel like we are disappointed in ourselves. We felt like we let the organization down and the city down.